Hi everyone, it's Shay. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I'm back, and today I'll be teaching you how to make railings for your furniture. More importantly, your furniture lofts. So there's two ways to really do it at the moment, and this is patch 4.6, I believe. One way is to do it with these wooden showcases. And you can create these at varying heights. So if we leave a tabletop or countertop placement enabled, you can put them just on the top, but if you notice, your character's really high to that, and if you have anything on the other side of these railings, it's kind of awkward because it's right in your eyes, and railings typically aren't that high, unless, you know, you want to prevent someone from jumping somewhere they shouldn't. So instead, we can, let's just place this, and we're going to open our subcommand menu and disable the countertop placement. You'll notice these are a lot lower, which is fine if you're like a potato, aka Lalafell. But I mean, some people still might not want it that low. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab this and we're gonna stick it on here. Now I'm gonna put 2 down, just for a point of reference, I suppose. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag this entire thing like so. Now it can be lower than this, so if we just grab the shelf and move it down, I'd say that's a pretty good height for railings. And we just disable counter placement, click on it, cancel. Same thing, make sure countertop is disabled, click on it, cancel. It's just floating your trick to float tabletop items. As you can see, they didn't snap down, and we've got like a decent comparative height for railings, which is totally fine. This also works if you want to float it. So, for example, or if you even have one of these wooden lofts, for example. We're just gonna put that there. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna re-enable counter placement so this snaps onto the shelf like it should. I'm gonna bring this whole stage panel over here so we can get some height comparison here. We go into first person so you guys can see what I'm doing. And if you'll notice, I'm placing this right so that the bottom of these are just hidden. So if we place it like so, and then we select it, disable counter placement, click on it, cancel. Click on it, cancel to float it. You don't have to rotate the tabletop items. That's they're not like ground items. Okay, so as you can see, these are a little bit higher, but the bottoms are effectively hidden, and they're deep enough where they shouldn't snap to the top of the wooden loft as a tabletop item, but you will have these railings. Now, these aren't the, like, most of the, hey, this isn't the only way to do it. Do's it? Really? Okay. The other option we have, if we put this back, and remove these, is we can actually use these hanging planter shelves. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in storage, because this is gonna be the easiest way to deal with these. But the railings for these are also considerably low. If anything, these would be just more for like pleasing aesthetic than anything else. So we're going to grab one. Actually, Let's re-enable counter placement before we do that. Okay, we're grabbing one out of storage. You notice how it turns purple, so we shouldn't be able to place it here, but we can, since it's from storage, by opening the subcommand menu and hitting place. We're gonna grab another one. Just gonna move it right on over. Now you might find the strings of this thing kind of annoying. I personally don't really care. They're well enough hidden that it's not that annoying. So again, to float wall-mounted items in tabletop, we just disable counter placement, click on it, cancel. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've got a very cute aesthetic railing. You can also place these on the floor, but keep in mind you're gonna have to like figure out how you want them pre-placed. So if we grab them from storage, right? We're gonna wanna, if you want them facing a different direction, all you have to do is like push it up against a wall to get it to change directions. But in this case, let's make a railing over here in the front door. So I'm just gonna place that right there from storage. And I'm gonna do it again. And we're gonna place. Okay. So now you can see we have these mini railings, which are super cute for indoor gardens. Keep in mind though, if you're doing this on a multi-floor system, the plants will show on the floor below it. So if you had a basement and you walked down the stairs, you would be able to see the wall-hanging plants, like the actual plants themselves, hanging out of your ceiling. So that could create some potential problems when using this kind of railing. It's much better to use this railing with like a thick platform, like the troop stage, so you don't see any of those plants hanging out. But if you do want that really nice plant aesthetic railing, totally easy. Really, it just depends on how you want these oriented. Excuse me. So we're gonna grab these. Hang on, let's enable counter placement again. Put this back in storage. Grab this. So as you can see, if I put it here, that's gonna show. But you know, some people might want that, and that's totally okay. Alright, so it's not quite where I want it. Let's try and drag it up just a little bit more. That might be too far. There we go. And we're just gonna disable this. And voila! We have this loft platform with these really pretty plants hanging off of it that doubles as a railing. So thanks so much for watching this one, guys. I know it was a little bit awkward, first time being back in a long time, but I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I will see you later. Bye-bye!